run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the home of the 2021 AFC Champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Very pleased to be with you for another season of NFL football. And, Charles, we are no stranger to rivalry games between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. What is different is that the roles have kind of been reversed. Cincinnati comes in as the division favorites. Following last year's Super Bowl appearance, the Steelers no more Big Ben, and they're now viewed as likely underdogs.
And we've known that the roles have been reversed since last season and the entire offseason. Yet still hearing you say it, it still has to sink in. And I know the Bengals fans, they're very happy to see those roles reversed because they had dropped 11 straight to Pittsburgh prior to their recent resurgence. So this was a great test for both of these teams to start off this season. Pittsburgh with a new quarterback and Cincinnati coming off of a Super Bowl.
Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Burrow from his own end zone. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Harris. is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception,
he's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pickett now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Pickett back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow flushed out right. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Check. Check 9. Check 26. Check 9.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Stephen Carter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
57. Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett now from the gun here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Pickett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase 46 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes to Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
2nd and 2. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air on first down with Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pickett to throw on first down. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pickett will look to throw it here. He gets it complete to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. One final shot for Pickett. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener.